Hey, it's Corpsy here at Shriekfest. I'm with someone that I am more excited to meet than anyone, iconic, the creator of Fangoria magazine. And your name is?
Kerry O'Quinn.
How did Fangoria begin?
We started publishing Starlog magazine in 1972 when there was absolutely no science fiction alive on television or in the movies. We started publishing Starlog and we put everything that was even remotely related to science fiction into it. We had Godzilla and we had Frankenstein, and after a while we were getting letters from people saying, I wish you did more horror, different titles.
What were the other titles for Fangoria?
One was Fantastica, because what we wanted was horror and fantasy. What we want is just horror, just pure horror. We want, Tobe Hooper, and we want Wes Craven, and we want Stephen King, and blah, blah, blah.
This is a copy of Girls and Corpses magazine.
I love it. I love it.
It's
just weird enough to make me want to see what it's all about.
We were also friends with Forey Ackerman. Tell us a little bit about Forey.
Forey was a very dear friend. I met him years ago, and he at one point said, you've kind of taken over for me, Kerry, because he launched this field, with Famous Monsters of Filmland by taking the field seriously. I went over to his place just a few days before he died. I knew he was in bad shape, and I knew he wasn't going to be here much longer, and he said he didn't want to see anybody, but he told Jomo that I could come. And he said, Kerry, did you hear about this new McDonald's they're opening up on the moon? And I said, no, Forey, I didn't. He said, well, it's pretty much the same menu they have here on Earth, but there's absolutely no atmosphere. And I said, oh my God, he's still here, he's still Forey, and he's still as crazy as I've always loved him.
And do you remember the last word he said?
No, I don't.
Sci-fi. The last word Forey Ackerman uttered from his mouth was sci-fi, a word he created.
He did indeed.
And the other thing amazing about that night is that Ray Bradbury, who was a client of Forey Ackerman,
yes,
had my magazine with him. And when he went to do his eulogy, he was holding Girls and Corpses magazine.
Really?
Unbelievable.
I love it.
There's a lot of people here. I just had to have a moment just to thank you for creating something so much. I want to shake your hand. I'm really honored to meet you.
Congratulations to you
on
what you've created, both as a publisher and as an event producer. I mean, this is quite an exciting thing you've created here.
Not every day are you with someone iconic. Do you like being called iconic?
I love it. The festival will be screening Suspiria at the New Art. I'm going to be there, introduce the movie, and meet everybody.
That was a few years ago.
That was 40 years ago. I have huge fans, and the film keeps on going.
This is Lydia. We're here at Shriekfest with wonderful people from Pantasm. And your name again, sir? I'm sorry.
Reggie Bannister.
Great. Pay no attention to the poster behind
don't
us.
pay any attention.
That's what I do.
Forget about it.
Could you tell me a little about the short?
Oh my gosh. Oh no, that wasn't me.
And I did some other films with Don Coscarelli, who was the writer-director, and we just lost our poster again.
We lost
I don't know.
because
Did you catch
she is
that?
so hot, she just melts everything.
Yeah.